New year, new me. Hey, what's up, hello, and what is good people? It's your girl Z, aka Zen, and if you're new here, welcome to Queen Zey's world. Everyone's making their resolutions, new year, new me, and trying to figure out what they should do differently from last year so that this year can be just like even better. And I've never done New Year's resolutions. I don't like to make promises I can't keep. If you start at the beginning of the year, I mean, you could totally do that, but like I feel like it's harder to remember your goals all throughout the year. I don't think that like you have to start a new year, new me at the beginning of the year. I think you can do that literally anytime. So every single day is a fresh start. So instead of making like huge New Year's resolutions and trying to follow through with that all throughout January and then falling off during the second week, instead of doing that and flopping and, you know, failing, I would rather make general goals and things I would like to see happen this year, and then each month I kind of pick one goal and break it up into little pieces so that I can complete it. So I'm gonna let you guys know what my big general plans are and how I plan to achieve them in little attainable ways, so that you can also do the same thing at home. You know, this will be the year that you don't flop on your New Year's resolution. Alright, goal number 1, be intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional. Being intentional to me means whatever I start, I have a plan to finish it. I stay focused enough so that I can get the task done and I finish it within a timely manner. So the different areas that I want to be more intentional in are my money, with my time, with my channel, just basically everything given to me. I want to remember why I got it or why I wanted to get it in the first place and actually use it for that. An example of me being intentional with my time is making that daily schedule of different things I want to get done, and, you know, looking at all the deadlines I have to meet. And that means not getting sidetracked, not going on the computer or on the internet for long hours of time for no reason. Being intentional means I have my plan, I stick to it, and then when I'm done, then I can take a break and be on the internet. But even with that, I want to be intentional and not just be like mindlessly on there. I want to be looking at things that are uplifting, looking for things that are true, looking for things that are helpful, just good quality stuff. Like I'm figuring out how to be an adult, how to be a functioning human being. I need to be responsible with the time given to me. Get it together. Goal number 2, investing in people is never a waste of time. This year I really want to improve on all of the relationships I've made, like with my different family members, with my dogs, with my friends, acquaintances. Those are just like the areas where I would like to improve. Investing in people, hanging out with people, making my acquaintances into actual friends who I know and have that personal connection with. Okay, let me tell you like a tangible way I want to do that. With my acquaintances, this year I really want to turn those acquaintances into friends. I have come to Victoria, BC, made a lot of friends in this new city that I live in, made a lot of friends on residence, in the, you know, in church, in different places I go. I make friends. I meet so many people, and like sometimes, you know, you know the person's name, you know about them, but like you never actually hang out. So this year I want to make sure that I turn all of my acquaintances into friends by asking people, hey, do you want to catch lunch? Asking people, hey, do you want to study for this class? Not just being alone in my room, just being around people more, because I know that that's something that I personally need for my mental health and just like as a human being. I need to be around people, and right now I'm not exactly doing that, but I am going to make sure that that is something I do this year. Goal number 3. Okay, so the third thing I want to do this year is to grow. Every single person is like, duh, I want to grow too. What do you specifically want to grow in? If you make a goal that's kind of general, narrow it down. Personally, I would like to grow in a few different ways. I'd like to grow as a person with the things that I mentioned earlier. And also just trying new things and just having new experiences. I think that's definitely something I'm looking forward to this year. I'm not gonna hold back. An example of a new thing I'm gonna try this year is dance class, which I've never done in my life. You guys are you'll understand why I'm laughing. That's another thing. I'm actually gonna do a dance class, learn how to, actually properly do that, learn all the technical terms, and just have fun and exercise. Another way I wanted to grow was my channel, which you're watching right now. Hello, welcome to my space. A way I want to grow with my channel is I want to have 200 subscribers by end of June. And okay, I've said this before, I'm not trying to get famous and I'm not trying to, become like the next big internet star. I think we have too many people out there who are trying to do that. I'm personally just trying to reach as many people as possible because I just want to encourage and inspire as many people as possible. So for me, setting that goal is not, oh, I want to be famous, I want to have this many subscribers and be popular. For me, that goal is I want to help this many people and I want to be able to reach this many people. You know what I mean? And use my influence, even if it's small or big or medium or whatever, use it for good. And I also want to have 12 videos, yes, 12 videos out by the end of June, at least. We'll see if I get there because, school. Another way I would like to grow this year is my hair. I know y'all noticed it's out. Anyway, yeah, so I cut my bangs and I cut them way too short and my hair is curly. So obviously it's gonna look shorter than it actually, was cut. But now, look at this. This is how long my hair is now. And I'm happy about that. I'm trying to grow my edges, not be so bald, but I guess that's it runs in my family. And ways I want to do that is moisturize every single day and not neglect that. And also have, the oil. Yeah, that's how I want to grow my hair. Another thing I really want to practice and get good at is not just forgiving people when they hurt me, but being able to give them a second chance. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, well, if someone hurt you, then they don't deserve a second chance. That's not a healthy way to live. I've been on both sides where I've been super forgiving and kind of let people walk all over me, and that sucked, which is why I've now done the complete opposite, where if someone hurts me once, you're done. And I'm not someone who gets triggered easily, oh, you didn't text me first, I'm done, I'm never talking to you again. No, there are just certain things that I will not take, and once someone has crossed that line, I tend to just cut them off completely. You're dead to me, goodbye. If I see you again, I'm gonna act like I never met you before. Oh, what's your name? Oh, nice to meet you. You look like this friend I used to have. Same name too. I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be shady anymore. I want to learn that balance of forgiving and letting people have a second chance and knowing when to give a second chance, as well as still not getting stepped on, still not letting people just take advantage of me being a good person or me being a forgiving person. Number 4, define my purpose. And that sounds like a lifelong goal most people have. As you go along in life, you kind of already try to find, oh, what's my place here? First when you're a baby, you're okay, so what's my place in the family? How do I fit in? And you learn to cry when you want food, and then you learn to talk when you want food and talk when you have to go potty. You learn how to work with the world around you and kind of find your place. In life, you have duties. You're always trying to figure that out. I moved to Victoria, BC, and this is not something I ever thought I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna be in New York by now. Even when I was rejected from NYU because I didn't do my SATs in time to hand it in for the application, even then, I was okay, you know what? I'll do the first semester in BC or in whatever place accepts me, and then by January 2018 I will be in New York. And that didn't happen, and there are reasons that didn't happen, so I'm glad. And I honestly trust that God is guiding everything I do, because literally all of the colleges I applied to except UVic, and I applied to maybe 5, which is a lot. All of the universities and colleges I applied to, none of them gave me acceptance letters except UVic. And I trust that God is ordering my steps, and like, you know, he has a plan and he is trying to help me out so that I can be in a place that can kind of help me the most and kind of grow me the most. So there's definitely a reason that I am here in Victoria, BC at UVic right now and not somewhere else in the world. So I kind of want to find my purpose for being here. Like, what is the reason that every other university said no or just didn't reply? And a way that I can kind of find out that reason is obviously from God, because he's the one who has the reason. Like, I find ways that kind of help a person clear their mind enough to actually be able to hear God's voice is number one, daily devotion. Obviously, that's a major thing. More prayer, more power. Another way is actually your diet. Like, what you eat really affects your whole entire body, including your brain. So I decided to go vegetarian. One of the reasons I decided to do that is because it just clears your mind when you're just eating fruits, vegetables, healthy food, and not kind of, you know, eating dead animals. I don't know how else to put it, but it definitely does help. Third way that I'm going to clear my mind enough to hear God's voice is to just shut off all the extra noise. So to me, what that means is I deleted all my social media apps from my phone. Like, you already know a video link, I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen. I have decided in advance that that's something I would like to do. Why not this year? I want to just be away from that so that I don't have any apps to just pick up my phone and use that in my free time. So instead of just mindlessly scrolling on my apps in my free time, I want to have more time to pray and just be silent so that when God does speak to me, I can actually hear it and I'm actually paying attention. If you know me in real life, you can text me, and I would really appreciate it if you did. Message me on WhatsApp. I still have that. I still have Twitter, just not on my phone. I still have YouTube as well. And the reason I do have YouTube is because I feel like it's one of the things that helps me find my purpose and helps me fulfill that. I know one of my reasons for just being alive is because I need to encourage other people. So YouTube is a way that I can encourage a large group of people. So that's why I still have it. And yeah, I'm still working out the details of all those goals I just mentioned. It's definitely a work in progress. It's not just gonna happen like that, but it can be done. So whatever goals you have for this year, write them down. Ask yourself, what about this goal makes it something I want to do? And why is it something I want to do this year? And find a way to kind of put it into your everyday life. And at the end of the year, you do a review and you go, okay, this happened and this was fulfilled and I did this goal. And I feel like it's just more satisfactory that way rather than having this huge list and trying to do everything at once. I wish you guys all a great new year, a happy new year, and a successful one. And you know, bad things are still gonna happen and life is not gonna be perfect. We can't change what happens to us. We can't change and make sure that, you know, there are no natural disasters, no global warming, no shootings and bombings and deaths and accidents. We can't change that. But we can change how we react to other people. And we can just, I think we can all just try to actually help people instead of just tweeting, oh, my thoughts and prayers are with this person. Find a way when those bad things happen to actually help the people affected. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that's just something that I feel like we could all do. All right, guys, so that is the end of another video. So as always, stay classy and stay motivated. I have a video just for that as well. And have a great new year.
Put them together, and what have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. There's no reason for me to do that. My fourth general goal is to already forget. We are now into the second week of January. It's almost my birthday. That's goal number 3, okay? You already know. It's in numeric order, like we've done kindergarten. Come again.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
It's just better. First, that means, yeah. Number 3. I already did that for 2. Why? I need to stop touching my hair. Number 4. This is so weird, okay? 4. You already know the number is 4. Ooh. How would I do that? Okay, that made no sense.